Hey everybody, it's Ross Axelrod, President of Pulse Entertainment, coming at you with our second video blog. Keep those suggestions coming on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to get to any of them in our upcoming segments. Today, though, I'm going to talk to you about general hiring practices, general things in regards to hiring a DJ or entertainment company. First thing I want to talk to you about, a lot of people ask me, is are we insured? Absolutely. Any DJ, a respectable DJ, should be insured. You should be able to prove it with a certificate of liability, as most places are requiring it nowadays. So make sure that if you're looking for a DJ, whether it's us or anybody else, it must be insured. Next thing is, will we take requests and talk about music ahead of time? Absolutely. Music, of course, is what we do. Not only full service entertainment, but music is our means of that entertainment, and we definitely have to take care of all the musical things ahead of time. In most cases, and in most events, you typically meet with your selected MC and or DJ about 2 to 3 weeks beforehand for major events like weddings and bar mitzvahs. And for smaller events, maybe just a phone call a week or so ahead of time to give us a music list, go over a custom timeline, and pretty much plan every single detail out in regards to the actual event. So definitely most important thing. Give us lists of songs. Give us whatever you want. You can send us links. You can even give us CDs. Whatever you really want to do, we're more than happy to do. It's your event, not ours, so the music is definitely important, and we want it to be a reflection of what you want to do. Of course, if you are relying on our expertise to read the crowd and see what will work, we're more than happy to do that as well. Next point I want to discuss is, do we use professional equipment? Absolutely. All of our stuff is professional grade audio, visual, and lighting equipment, all made by professional DJ equipment manufacturers, high-end people that specialize in DJ equipment. Also, if you can really tell that stuff if you go to our website, which is www.pulseyourparty.com. Check out the photo gallery. One of the first things you see is our setup section. It shows you wonderful backdrops and lighting and plasma TVs and our audio equipment, stuff like that. So you can really see that what we really do here is really professional and fun. Next thing is, do we provide backup equipment? Great question. Always love people that ask about the backup equipment, because it is very important. In 99.9% of the parties that we do, we always have backup equipment, whether it be CD players, iPods, computers, hard drives, speakers, mixers, whatever, because you never know what's going to happen. We always have to have that kind of stuff available for you. So no matter what happens with all of our parties, we always have something in regards to backup equipment. One of my favorite questions to ask or to answer for people is, do you know my event? Do you know what my event really encompasses from a traditional standpoint? And what I tell people is that, I have people here that specialize in weddings. I have people here that specialize in bar mitzvahs. I have people here that specialize in corporate events or Sweet 16s or miscellaneous kind of events. The great thing about having people that specialize in things is that they know those customs. For weddings, I have people that can do Korean weddings, Indian weddings, Polish weddings, German weddings, Jewish weddings, Christian weddings, Catholic weddings, you name it, we can pretty much do it. I have somebody who's done them before and knows the customs, knows the ins and outs of those kinds of things, so that no matter what ethnicity or no matter what is going to be happening at your wedding, we are familiar with it. Same thing on the bar bat mitzvah side. I have people here that specialize in bar and bat mitzvahs and know all the miscellaneous little things that go into an actual bar mitzvah event. Stuff from your hora, your blessings, your toast, your host and hostess dance, a candle lighting. All that stuff is stuff that our people know about, we're very familiar with, and you will never have to worry about when it comes to, do we know what your actual event is actually about and how to produce those. So that's definitely one of my favorite questions to answer for people. Next one is, will we be suitably dressed? Of course. Formal occasions always require a tuxedo, a suit. Anything really formal definitely requires that kind of a formal presence from us. More casual events, like maybe a Sweet 16, a birthday party or something like that, might only require us to wear some nice slacks and a nice shirt with a tie or something like that. But we also take our lead from you. We ask you what you prefer us to wear in regards to your event. We're also more than happy to cater our wardrobe to fit what you're actually doing maybe from a theme standpoint. We've done many Halloweens where we've dressed up in costumes, sports themes on the bar bat mitzvah end where we'll wear jerseys, weddings. We've had some real cool things where it's been just a red wedding, a white wedding, and we'll be more than happy to coordinate with stuff like that as well. A couple more quick things. Do we belong to any professional organizations or trade organizations? Here at Pulse Entertainment, we're members of the National Association of Mobile Entertainers, which is a national association for entertainers, DJs, photographers, video people, stuff like that. We're also members of the American DJ Association. And locally, to be part of the community, we're members of the Lower Bucks Chamber of Commerce. We're members of the Newtown Business Association and the Newtown Business Persons Association as well, as we feel that, not only are we in business to make money, but we are in business to help the community and work within the community and help better the community as well. Last thing I want to touch upon is probably one of the most important questions in regards to what a client might ask us, and that is, how much time do you actually spend on my event? A lot of people think that we just show up and we're there for the 4 or 5 hours of your event and that's all we really do for your event. Not the case in any way. Most weddings and bar mitzvahs, for instance, tend to require a lot more preparation, a lot more time ahead of time. For instance, the average wedding, we actually spend on the low end about 12 hours and on the high end about 30 hours just planning the stuff that leading up to your wedding. From music lists, burning CDs, talking with maitre d's, talking with facilities, talking with photographers, video people, all that stuff ahead of time to make sure that you guys have everything taken care of the day of your wedding and you don't have to worry about a thing. All that stuff has to be done beforehand, and on average we spend anywhere from 12 to 30 hours doing that. That also includes your appointment that we typically go out to you about 3-4 weeks beforehand and talk about everything in detail. Sometimes those take an hour or two to go over all those details as well. On the bar bat mitzvah side, I'd say it's a little bit more time we spend, but it's probably about 15 to 40 hours, as you typically have a little bit more from a lot of angles. You have a party planner in there, you have setups, you have larger things, a lot of things going in with a bar bat mitzvah, in addition to talking to the maitre d's, the photographers, and all that stuff. Plus setup for an average mitzvah usually takes about 2 to 3 hours, whereas setup for an average wedding is about an hour. And then you also have your breakdown time, and you're following up with things as well, because sometimes your job is not just finished at the event. If we're providing you things like, let's say, a green screen photo favor, we're going to take those photos and mail you those photos on that Monday, make sure that they're at their highest quality for you, and make sure that you get the best of the best on a disc a couple days later. So, we're still doing things even after your event that always goes into that planning and time process. So keep in mind that when you're hiring us, you're not just hiring us for 5 hours, you're hiring us for the possibly 40 plus hours that we are actually putting into your event. And when you break it down, it's not really that much per hour, and we're providing you a great professional service at a very reasonable rate. So that's pretty much all I had to talk about today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, keep going to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and checking out all the cool things that we have posted on there all the time. Our website's always constantly being updated as well. And make sure you send me some suggestions as what you'd like me to talk about in some of our upcoming blogs. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.